All right, go ahead.
I know it hurts, but it's growing pains, right? You have a lot to be proud of, a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, you draw a perspective after time, but I already got a pretty clear perspective of this group of guys and the type of team and the type of teammates that they are. We pushed as hard as we could push tonight, Nick. We just we couldn't find our top gear. And that's give Dallas a lot of credit in that regard. I thought they answered to a certain degree. They answered the game that we played in Game 6. They came home into their home building and put us under pressure. And as you got into that second period, that's where they tilted the game their direction.
So, Chris and Greg.
Everly talked about, maybe a little slow to puck, slow to close some gaps. Anything you can attribute that to, or was it just Dallas moving a little faster tonight? Yeah,
that's almost the second piece of it for me. The first piece is just, what we did to have to work to get the puck back. Our play with the puck wasn't as crisp. It wasn't as quick as it needs to be, and that's a combination of things. That's a combination of not getting to some spots quick enough, not moving the puck quick enough under pressure, and and thirdly, just what I said, the pressure that's coming at us. So when you're not efficient with the puck, and you can't get up ice, all of a sudden you're chasing, right? Because you don't have any pace to enter the zone. You don't have any pace on your forecheck where you need numbers and speed, especially, against a team that breaks out as well as Dallas does. So now you're onto that piece of, trying to work to close gaps and check it back.
Dave, both Beniers and Grubauer have talked about this playoff run making it feel like the first time they were a real team, is the way they kind of phrased it. And I was wondering if from your vantage point, if you saw that camaraderie and bond kind of growing for the last month and a half.
You know what? Had a a feeling about this group really back in training camp. It was just there was a different feel to it. You knew there was something there. Had no idea, exactly how or when we'd be able to, come together as a group. But absolutely, did we grow over the last month? 100%. I guess what really stands out to me tonight, you look at the pain of the veteran guys in that room. One of the things that they have an understanding of, when you've got guys that have won cups and you've got guys that have, been on playoff runs before, they understand how difficult it is not only to get into the playoffs but even to get to this point. We're one win away from having an opportunity to be one of the final four teams playing. So you see that pain in guys, especially in the veteran guys that really understand how hard it is to get here. For the young guys, you mentioned Matty and a couple of the young guys on our roster. That realization is there as well, but you also see the growth, in those guys, and and the importance of the experience that they just went through.
Dave, message for the fans. Obviously, they were pretty excited about the run you guys made. Yeah,
they're a huge part of it. But I made the comment after Game 6. I haven't been in the league forever, but I've been around for a while now. That's the best playoff atmosphere that I've experienced. So tremendous, right from the start of the year. They showed up. They were there, coming off a tough first year, and they helped us build and grow throughout the year. And on a flip side, that'll be a perspective that I want our players also to have. It probably won't register home tonight, but this group also changed the landscape of hockey in Seattle. And they this particular group had the guts to change the culture, the trajectory, the belief of our franchise as well. So that's something for later. But that hits home with me that this group of guys did that, and at some point in time they should look at that and take a lot of pride.
Dave, you talked about in Game 5, a lot of the shots were from the outside. Game 6, you guys adjusted, and it was more in front of Jake. What did you see? How did Dallas kind of adjust to kind of move you guys back to the outside a little bit?
Yeah, you know what, I thought they were a half step quicker in everything they did tonight, and you knew that was going to happen. We felt like we were going to have to play. We were going to have to be the best version of ourselves. That we've been thus far in the playoffs to win tonight's hockey game, and that's not saying too much. I mean, we felt pretty confident that we could do that and achieve that, but in reality, as you look back on the game, it was their play that they checked well, they played with great pace, they managed the puck a little bit better than we did. And just on the flip side, in order to turn that, the speed and the crispness and the sharpness of what we were doing with the puck wasn't quite good enough, to generate any type of pace, like I said, offensively. I mean, you've got to be sharp getting out of your zone against this team. That helps you get through the neutral zone and sets you up then, offensively. And too often we didn't have a lot of gas left in the tank by the time we got to the offensive zone, especially as you look at that, you look at the second period, there was, countless, times where we had broken combinations of lines out there because we were halfway through line changes, right? So now you're changing tired and you're trying to start your shift tired and, with half your line. That's a credit to them and, something that we couldn't turn quick enough.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
Good. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, thank you.